Hey everybody, this is Lycus1985. This is my review of the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra H.I.S.S tank. I got this at Ross for $12, normally at $22, so got a pretty good deal on that. And like I said before, I'm not a big collector of G.I. Joe figures or G.I. Joe vehicles, but I like the look of this particular vehicle, so I decided to pick it up. And let's take a look at the figure first. And as you can see, it comes with two accessories. Has this nice standard, very nicely detailed, and it's actually a good accessory. I like it. It could be used with other figures as well. The other accessory it comes with is this pistol, which I find it odd. It's, a pistol. I don't think you normally see a pistol in G.I. Joe. I could be wrong, but kind of strikes me as kind of odd to have a pistol. It doesn't seem as high-tech as, say, like a laser pistol, for example. But nonetheless, you get a pistol with this guy. His backpack does come off. And the nice thing about it, actually, is it goes through this harness and helps secure the harness to the figure. The harness itself appears to be removable. You can actually see underneath here, nothing really fantastic, but this plate armor does come off. And as far as articulation goes, it actually is quite impressive for a pilot. You've got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed shoulders, or actually ball-hinged shoulders, sorry, ball-hinged elbows, swivel at the wrist. You've got upper body articulation. There is no waist articulation, but you don't really need that with the upper body articulation. You got hips on a ball joint, a nice double bend at the knee, and ball hinged ankles. And the reason I really like this articulation is because, in my experience with the pilots of these vehicles, whether it be a Star Wars vehicle or a G.I. Joe vehicle, the pilots seem to have limited articulation. That is to say, yeah, they'll have movement at the head. It might be just a swivel joint, and you'll probably have swivel joint at the shoulders and at the hips, but that's really about it as far as articulation that you usually expect to get with a pilot of a vehicle. And as you can see, his armor's got a really nice Cobra symbol on there, which is very nice. And that's pretty much it about the figure. So I'm pretty pleased with this pilot because of the articulation, the accessories, and and I got it for around 12 bucks, so awesome. Now, on to the vehicle itself. Right off the bat, I do want to say the best part of this vehicle is the treads. They're a plastic, really soft, almost rubber-like plastic, and you can see here, with a little bit of force, you can actually roll, roll the vehicle forward and backwards, and the tread moves, of course, along with that. And you can see the joints here moving as well. So really nice. Not quite smooth. You kind of have to force it a little bit. I know maybe over time, as I go back and forth like this, maybe it will start to loosen up. But still, fantastic. I mean, that's awesome. I love that tread. And, it could be helped with some wheels on the bottom, but you really couldn't incorporate that into the tread, so never mind about that. As far as the weapons go, you've got a kind of a turret up front here. It just pegs into a peg. Nothing fancy there. You've got this weapon here. It's got actually a ammo clip. Sorry about that. So this weapon here. And as far as the sticker placement goes, I pretty much placed them where I thought they looked good. But going back to the weapons, you got this weapon here. You got the ammo clip that plugs into here and here. And you've got the missile launcher. Press this button here, and off goes the missile. So, pretty cool there. And there's a slider right here, and as you slide it, you can see the weapons go back and forth, side to side. So, pretty cool there. Again, this is my own personal sticker placement, not the official one. I decided I want to put it there, the Cobra symbol. I got some stickers over here. And speaking of stickers, obviously I custom made a number on the side there, 1985 of course. But here is a look at the sticker sheet. Now, I'm not a big fan of putting stickers on, so I put just enough to make it look good on the outside. Some, some red stickers to break up the black. But you can see you've got some letters, you've got some console readouts and so forth. But I wasn't really inclined to put those on. I think it looks good with just the red stickers on there. Looks fine to me. The other feature is there actually is a button right here. You press on that and boom, it pops up. And yes, it does rotate around. So you've got 360 action or 360 playability right there. And it's pretty cool. And then can't forget the fact that on the back here you have a rear door. So you can put a figure in here. You kind of got little, I don't know what you call security bars here. Kind of like you would see on a roller coaster ride. But you could put the figure there if you had another G.I. Joe figure. But speaking of the pilot, of course you've got the main cockpit here. And again, I could have put more stickers in there to make it look better. I personally don't care because I'm not going to be looking at the inside most of the time. But, you can see down there, whoops, ooh, there's some detail on the plastic. It kind of details out the interior. You've got the control console here. So yeah, it's nice, a nice figure. Oh, nice figure, nice vehicle. Let's give a little 360 action to this vehicle here. So you pull back the camera a little bit, rotate this guy around. This is pretty cool. And it's kind of funny because, is it just me or this kind of looks like a like a helicopter? Because if you know the Rhino, if you're familiar with the Rhino vehicle, the Rhino is a tank with a helicopter built into the center. So I don't know, this kind of look, the way that they designed the main section of the vehicle, the central section here, kind of reminds me of a jet fighter or a helicopter. But maybe that's just me. So it would have been kind of cool if this kind of detached, the wings come out and you can fly it off. But it's not to be. So it's a pretty cool vehicle. Like I say, I picked it up because it was cheap. I think normally it's around $20 to $25. But I went to a Ross. Again, Ross is a clothing store, but they do have a small toy section, and you got to be on the lookout because they have some pretty good deals at Ross if you take a look, like this vehicle here, for example. So, all right, enough of my talking. This has been my review of the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra H.I.S.S tank. If you can find it for cheap like I did and you like the design, I recommend you pick it up. Thanks for watching.